After a grueling nationwide tour, a dozen hustlings and 3 televised debates, Liz Truss appears poised to take over as the UK's next Prime Minister, heading into the close voting by Conservative Party members on Friday. The result of the summer-long campaign pitting the Foreign Secretary against former Chancellor Rishi Sunak will be announced on Monday before Prime Minister Boris Johnson formally tenders his resignation to Queen Elizabeth II the next day. Truss enjoys overwhelming support over Sunak in polling of the members. A man was arrested in Argentina on Thursday for pointing a gun at Vice President Cristina Kirchner, Security Minister Anibal Fernandez said. Several television channels broadcast footage of a man aiming a gun at the Vice President's head from close range as she was getting out of the car that was taking her home in Buenos Aires. Hundreds of activists have gathered since last week in front of the house of Kirchner, who is accused for fraudulently awarding public work contracts in her stronghold in Patagonia. Russian President Vladimir Putin will not be attending the funeral of Mikhail Gorbachev, according to Kremlin on Friday. Gorbachev died on Tuesday evening at 91 after a long illness. Earlier, Russian President Vladimir Putin, outgoing UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, expressed condolences over demise of Gorbachev. Mikhail Gorbachev was the last leader of the United Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, or the USSR. He was a young and dynamic Soviet leader who wanted to reform the communist regime along the lines of democratic principles by giving some freedom to the citizens. Taiwan's shooting down of a drone off Chinese coast that buzzed a Taiwanese-controlled island was the most appropriate thing to do after repeated warning, and China should exercise restraint, Taiwan Premier Su Chang said on Friday. Taiwan's military for the first time shot down an unidentified civilian drone that entered into the airspace near the islet that sits next door to China's Xiamen city on Thursday, after the government vowed to take tough measures to deal with an increase in such intrusions. The incident comes after Taiwan had repeatedly complained of harassments by drone coming from China and flying right up close to the Kinmen Islands.